So Cracker Barrel's got you talking about their logo. They've got you talking about their remodel. But they don't want you talking about what happened 28 days prior to them making that announcement. So let's discuss it. But on July 21st, American First Legal, which is co-founded by Stephen Miller, who was President Trump's former deputy chief of staff for the White House, filed a formal complaint with the EEOC as well as the Tennessee Attorney General's office against Cracker Barrel for violating the Civil Rights Act. Frankly, the allegations in this complaint are absolutely disgusting. No surprise, though, coming from Cracker Barrel. But Cracker Barrel has been dragged through almost every single court in the country, from local courts to appeals courts to the Supreme Court to the Department of Justice. They have paid out millions of dollars for discrimination and civil rights violations. In 2012 alone, Cracker Barrel was forced to pay out $8.7 million in a class action lawsuit filed by their employees for wage discrimination. Cracker Barrel versus Humphreys, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Cracker Barrel had violated, once again, the Civil Rights Act by retaliating against a manager who was a person of color when he complained that another person of color had been illegally terminated. Yeah, Cracker Barrel fired him for that. And in 2004, the U.S. Department of Justice found that Cracker Barrel once again violated the Civil Rights Act. What were they doing? They were segregating customers of color. They were putting them in certain parts of the restaurant, specifically in the back part of the restaurant, as well as purposefully delaying service to those giving preferential treatment to others. In that same Department of Justice filing and lawsuit, it was found that persons of color who were employees of Cracker Barrel were not being promoted equally. Now, Cracker Barrel did settle this case under a consent decree. And let's not forget, before that, Cracker Barrel had a written policy which prohibited the company from hiring employees that may identify as gay or lesbian. Yes, this is factual. This is the history of Cracker Barrel. So if you think it's about a logo change, it most certainly, in my opinion, is not. It's simply them trying to distract you from another civil rights case. It's them trying to create media and customer distraction from their company, which is deeply rooted in a history of racism and discrimination by distraction. So liberals, before you go out there and grab your chicken fried chicken and country fried steak, just understand that you are supporting a company that has this history. And hopefully to all of my conservative individuals, you already know, this company doesn't deserve a single dime from any of us ever again. Much love, God bless, do enjoy your Sunday, and to all the employees of Cracker Barrel, my only ask of you is this: please find employment elsewhere, because it will be you that suffers, not the multi-million-dollar company that pays you pennies for waiting on their customers.